You know, my mum told me I couldn't make it on YouTube. But, well, together, if you subscribe and help grow this channel, we're going to prove her wrong. Every forgotten survival secret, hidden engineering trick and piece of history has a story, and here on Echoes of Valor, we bring those stories to life. Today, we're diving into one of the most remarkable yet, honestly, overlooked innovations, the silent Viking roof trick that Arctic families hid for centuries. This isn't just history. It's practical knowledge that modern survivalists, builders and historians can learn from and, apply today. Viking roofs were more than just steeply pitched wooden structures. Beneath the planks, they layered moss, lichens and shredded bark to create a natural cushion and insulation barrier. This organic layering trapped heat, absorbed sound and reduced wind penetration. Storms that would rattle ordinary buildings passed over these roofs almost silently. The combination of slope and compressible materials created a roof that was resilient, quiet and enduring under extreme Arctic conditions. This design was also practical. Moss and lichen layers held moisture without letting it reach the timber, reducing rot. They acted as living insulation, regulating internal temperatures in a way modern materials often, frankly, fail to match. Vikings understood that survival in extreme climates depended on leveraging local resources intelligently. Quiet roofs weren't just a comfort, they were essential. In Arctic communities, small sounds could disrupt sleep, alert predators, or indicate structural weakness during storms. Families relied on uninterrupted sleep cycles to survive months of darkness. A roof that rattled with every gust of wind wasn't just annoying, it was dangerous. By designing roofs that absorbed and muffled these forces, Vikings and Arctic families created shelters that were secure, quiet and reliable even in the harshest conditions. Modern survivalists can apply this principle by layering compressible natural or synthetic materials under roofing boards. Even in contemporary cabins or off-grid shelters, this approach reduces noise, improves insulation, and, protects the structure from wind damage. What made this method sustainable was, careful material preparation. Moss and lichens were harvested during the growing season, dried and sometimes lightly treated to prevent decay. Birch bark and other resilient materials were shredded and layered to add bulk and airflow. Layers were compressed just enough to stay in place, but still allow flexibility under snow loads. This careful technique ensured that the roofs maintained insulation and integrity year after year with minimal maintenance. Today, anyone can experiment with similar techniques using locally sourced moss, straw or dried leaves layered beneath roofing boards. The key is balancing compression for stability with enough loft to trap air and resist wind. This roofing trick didn't vanish with the Vikings. It was passed down quietly, adapted for different local conditions. In Greenland, moss layers were doubled to handle heavy snowfall, while in Norway, birch bark layers were emphasized to manage moisture. Families performed seasonal inspections, replacing only the topmost layer while leaving the deeper insulating layers intact. This maintenance cycle allowed roofs to last decades, even centuries, with minimal repair. The lesson for builders and survivalists is clear. Observe how your materials perform, understand the forces they must endure, and adapt your methods accordingly. Knowledge passed through generations often carries insights far beyond written manuals. For historians, survivalists and cabin builders, this technique remains relevant. Choose durable, locally available materials capable of compressing under weight while retaining insulating properties. Layer them beneath roofing boards to provide thermal and acoustic benefits. Ensure your roof is pitched correctly to direct wind and water efficiently, and inspect outer layers seasonally. Even modest shelters or garden structures can benefit from this centuries-old knowledge, offering durability, comfort, and quiet that modern construction sometimes fails to achieve. The silent Viking roof trick is more than history. It's a testament to human ingenuity, practical knowledge, and survival in extreme climates. By studying and applying these methods, builders and survival enthusiasts can achieve resilience and subtle efficiency that endure for decades. Now, let's prove the doubters wrong. Subscribe to Echoes of Valor and share this video with fellow history enthusiasts. There are countless forgotten survival secrets, hidden construction methods and wartime innovations waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss the next one.